Hello and welcome to Cornbrook Contracting. My name is Jamie, and today we're going to go and do some rolling. We're actually going to go and be planting one of the fields the other side of the river. We've got all our hands on deck today, but first I'm heading down with the service trailer here. I'm going to meet Tom at the shop because we have, well, we need to discuss a few bits and pieces for the future. Because as you guys have probably seen over the last few videos, we're getting quite busy. So yeah, this fuel trailer does tend to pull the back of this landy down a bit and make it a bit squirrely. I need to take things a little bit slower. There's Tom, so we'll pull up. Turn her off. There we go.
Hello!
Hello there.
How are we all doing? You've got the Land Rover all muddy again.
I have. It's coming out the yard is a little bit. There's a bit of a wet patch there at the moment, and it's yeah, it's giving it a good splash as you go through it.
I think it's almost suited. Really, it befits the character. I think.
Yeah, it does definitely.
So
I was gonna say that service trailer makes this laddie a little bit squirrely. It doesn't like to say straight with that on the back.
Yeah, I filled that up from the main fuel tank just last night actually, so you got a full load on the back there now. So it's a drive with caution, I think, is the best advice I can give you for that.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun going down the hill towards the bridge, I think.
I'll trust your abilities. You've got this. Speaking of driving abilities, what do you think of that lovely big combine over there?
That looks really nice. That's a nice looking case, that is.
It's a beast. I was explaining to my camera here, at least, and to my viewers, that we've got a monstrous field. I think it's like 80, 90 acres of soybeans to go at. And our little old class, as much as it's a lovely machine, it would take us too long to do that. So we're gonna. This is something that we've been able to kind of acquire for a short-term loan, really. We've hired this, and yeah, I've never had a case combine before. I don't know what to think of it.
No, I've driven a couple of New Hollands before, and I've driven a couple of classes. But yeah,
looks nice. It's got a nice big header on it. At least that's one good thing.
Yeah, that's gotta be double.
It's not far off. It's definitely not far off at all.
That must be double the size of our current header.
And between this and the class Mega Dominator we have, we should be able to get through that field in relatively decent time, I should think.
Yeah, I think we should get through there. That should work out quite well.
Do you want me to... We're going to try... If the weather stays good, we should be fit for tomorrow to start. Do you want me to see if I can get a contractor in to come and do some haulage? If we get like a big bulker in or something? I
think that'd be a good idea. If they've got an overloader we can easily use to offload the combines as well, that'd be great.
Yeah, I think so. I'll make some phone calls today when I get back into the cab. And I get rolling there, and we'll see what we can do. See if we can find out if there's anyone that can borrow or hire an overloader from. Speaking of hiring as well, you know, we were mentioning recently that we need an extra set of hands.
Yep.
Well, I've got a few names, a list of names from people who have provided some good references. So I'm going to go and check out and see if we can get someone else to come and drive a tractor for us. Because the workload at the moment is just about to get on top of us. So I'll see if we can find someone else to come in and give us a bit of a helping hand there. And then I'll find some names and I'll give you a list and you can have a look through, see what you think.
Yep, sounds fantastic. It is. I mean, the amount of work we've got around here now is just beyond our wildest imagination.
Particularly when Mike Ryan over at Newlands Farm came onto the scene, I didn't think he would want us to do quite so much, it's great, but we do need to make sure that we can actually fulfill that commitment. So we need to. Yeah. I was saying with that big baler over there, our baler's kind of on its last few seasons. I think it's struggling. So with a new baler, we should get a bit more output there. And yeah, we just need another set of hands to drive a tractor for us, really. So we'll see what we can find.
Excellent. All sounds good. Well, we had better crack on with today's job because otherwise, I think we're gonna run out of time. So.
I think so. I'm going to take my Massey with the baler on back up to the yard, and then I'm going to jump into the other machine that you've no doubt seen parked up and looking shiny. And
Yes.
I will catch you down in the field in probably about, I don't know, 10 minutes or so.
Excellent. I will see you down there. I'm going to jump in the landing and take the field. Well, the tanker, the service trailer down there. So I will see you down at the field.
Lovely. Catch you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Right, so, we're taking the field service trailer down to the field. That is a nice combine. Looking forward to having a go at that, hopefully. We're taking the service trailer down to the field because we have the T7 is already down there. My blue power is already down there, ready to go. I'm going to let Tom get out of here with that new baler. This is a very squirrely trailer. Right, so I'm going to head down there, and I think the best thing for me is to head down there and see you down there in a moment. So, I will see you in a bit. So here we are down at Newlands Farm. We are going to pull in. And I think Dave is already down here working on the farm. Or working on the field. So I'm just going to pull the service trailer out of the way. Oh, a lot of mud there. Right, we'll just push this down the sides here. That way. We're nicely out of the way. On a little bit of a mud hole. But there we go. Right. And here is my T7 over here. So we're going to start on the far side of the field, where Dave is currently cultivating. He's just breaking up the harder stuff around the edges. Once he's done that, we will be in a good position. So we're going to line up along this rear edge. We've got the rollers on here, which will help seal some moisture into the ground and therefore help everything grow a bit. It should also break down some of these plough furrows in the middle of the field. Way big branch there. There we go. Right, so let's unfold our rollers. Keep them lifted at the moment though. There we go. Bring it across here. Get ourselves into position and they should roll this quite nicely. There we go. And down. There we go. Right. So let's get this rolled. Fantastic job. So this has already been broken down a bit by Dave and Cultivator. It will also should work quite well for us, just sort of breaking it down a bit more, and hopefully giving some fertilization to it. We're going to sort of work our way across the field slowly. So while he's going around the edge, we are doing. We're basically just going down the sides here and breaking this up a bit further, and hopefully sealing some of the moisture in as well. And it's just a case of this is a great way to prepare the soil for our seeder, which Tom is going to bring along in a moment. And as you can see, it's working quite well. I'm thinking this is a good way and a good use of our time and a good use of our equipment. see the difference coming out behind it. Definite improvement to the soil. We'll see a bit more when we're on the plough furrows in a moment. This is a long field again. This is perfectly indicative of everything that we're dealing with at the moment. Is when we set up Cornbrook Contracting, it was very much with smaller equipment, and yeah, we are now outgrowing, or our contracts and our stuff are outgrowing the stuff that we're being the equipment that we have. Equipment we have is now a little bit small for what we need it for. So yeah, slightly concerned that Dave might not have seen me. We'll see in a minute, because if I meet him coming the other way. Right, there we go, and we will move that and turn. Head back along here. So now we'll start breaking down the plough furrow as well. And there you go. You can see that working really rather nicely at that. I am fully expecting though to meet Dave coming the other way. That wouldn't surprise me in the least at this point. Especially if he's got round that side of the field. I can see him over there. That's fine. Right, so I'm going to continue doing this, and I'll come back to you when we're a bit further into the field. There's Tom. He's arrived at the field. That's great. Fantastic. And yeah, so Dave is now doing the headland bits, breaking those down a bit more. Less tough on me to be doing these bits, so that's all good. There we go. Lift. Nice to have a bit of extra grass at the ends here. Gives us some turning around space. Right, and down we go again, and away we go. So yeah, so now we're breaking down the plough furrows quite nicely with the roller, and it'll make it much easier for the seeding to go on. Like so. Right, so yeah, I'm just going to keep at it. Oh dear, looks like Tom is having a problem. I think we'll need to pull over and have a look. Is he okay?
How are we doing?
Okay, everything all right? I saw you having a look around the cedar.
Yeah, just trying to get everything set up properly on the computer here on the side. In my machine I don't have this computer on the window here, so the cedar's all fed in through the Asus connection on the back, and it's just not working as it should be for me at the moment. So I'm going to classify it as minor teething problems.
Ah, that makes sense. Okay,
yeah, we'll get cracking through. It looks like you're flying along though.
Yeah, going well. So yeah, I thought I'd just check on you, but cool. Sounds like you've got it all in hand. I will catch up with you later then.
No problem. You'll see me going in a moment or two, I'm sure. We'll just need to figure a few little loose ends out.
Okie doke. Right, so we'll jump back in here and just keep on. if I didn't turn the tractor off, and away we go.
Dear Lord, Jamie, when this ground's worked down, this drill can fly along.
Yeah, it seems to be working really well now that you've ironed out the bugs early on.
Yeah, I had an issue. I figured out what it was. I set it all. I've got a different joystick in here to operate with, and I set it up to work in a manner that my didn't quite make sense, and the computer didn't quite read it properly. So I had to just kind of reprogram my joystick, and it's worked a treat.
Ah, excellent.
I'm coming at it from a bit of an angle, from the angle you're taking, just to kind of try and level it out again. So I'm also going to try and just clear out this little dog leg in the corner as well, if I can. So I'm going to have to just stop for a minute or two just to wait for you to get ahead of me. But that's why I've kind of stopped at the end here. Yeah,
looking at how it is, I'm now sort of trying to square the field up a little bit down this end. So I'm clearing this out up to the to make it all line up a bit.
No problem.
So that'll give me a smoother ride in a minute as well. Once I've got the furrows all lined up and I'm driving down them rather than across them. It's giving me a bit of a bumpy ride at the moment.
No doubt. Well, at least you got a nice new tractor there to help you.
Ah, exactly.
I feel sorry for Dave, who's slugging away.
Oh, he's doing a cracking job on the ends, on those headlands.
Yeah, I was just saying before there, it's like when I combined this field, it was really wet and boggy over there, and just very heavy land. So I think it's a good job he's ripping it all through a little bit.
Right, so we are now. I'm now squaring this up a bit, so I'm going to stick into the plough furrows. Just try and keep things, and then we'll fill in this gap here, and that will help things along a bit, and just make it easy for us to work this in general. You can see it's a smoother ride now as well, so that's pretty good. Still lots of the field to go though, so. Just going to keep on plugging away a bit. There we are. The field is nicely squared off now, so we're running down the furrows. Tom has worked his way out of the dog legs, and yeah, we're about halfway through the field at this point, I think. We still have. Dave is still doing cultivating on the other side, so he's sort of working his way towards me. But this is basically just knocking this down, knocking these plough furrows down quite nicely. Tractor is performing well, and so yeah, the job is just sort of going along nicely. Yeah. Should anything change, of course, I will give you another update. But otherwise, it's all good. So we're into the final part of the field, just this last little bit to go, and then I will be done for today. I'm just trying to see, yeah, you can kind of see in the distance, sort of through the muck of on my window, that Tom is continuing to plant, so he's going to keep going on the field. And I'm probably going to head back to the, well, I need to get back this way after this, but and to my field, and to the field support trailer, and then I need to work out how I'm going to get my tractor back, as well as the landing. Yeah, there he goes. But from me for today, as we come to the end of the field, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for the latest videos from Cornbrook Contracting, please subscribe to Virtual Farmer and Simulation for the Nation, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.